So you want to build in Church Cave on Scorched Earth? Well, here's how you do it. Start by placing your foundations into the floor like this. This is very easy as there's already clipping that occurs here. And then go ahead and build a pretty standard 1x5 turret wall. It's pretty easy to do all this. I don't really need to explain it. So you just put two double doorways, and it'll be the double doorway in the front will be one wall higher than the one in the back. So just do that. After you're done, go ahead and leave a little opening like this so you can easily place your hatch frames. And then go ahead and place them one foundation inwards, and then just go ahead and build your walls, and just keep doing this as many times as you really want. I only did about 4. After you're done, it should look something like this, just 3 on each side, and then go ahead and place your turrets. I'm doing a very basic thing for this, just putting a Tek turret and then 2 heavies on each hatch frame. After you're done, go ahead and just fill in this whole area with foundations. You may have to layer it one down. Now go ahead and place your foundations like this. Again, you have to be on unofficial for all this stuff to work. But we're just going to go ahead and fill in the gaps so nobody can PT spin into here, because this is a pretty big open area. So I just went ahead and did this. Yes, you can hit it from the outside, but if you're smart enough, you'll put towers out here to defend this to where people won't even touch it. And then what I put on top was a cliff plat. And as you can see, people can fit through there, so I had to fill in this little gap. On the top, you put a cliff plat to cover up the top hole. That is the best thing that I could find and the most secure thing that cannot break easily. So I just went ahead and did that and filled in all the gaps around here that I could find with either dino gates, foundations, walls, or ramps. I found that ramps work pretty well too. Next, go ahead and place a cliff platform right in here. This is right behind the very first turret wall. I found we might as well put another turret wall here because, you know, why not? But anyways, just go ahead and put a foundation and put 2 more on each side, or 1 on each side I should say, and then you get your pillars and make them go all the way up and then all the way down. I also found that you can hide a Tek Generator up here, which a lot of people will not find it. I couldn't get it up on the walls because this cave is very awkward and very weird, but I found that it best fits on the cliff platform. But anyways, put your pillars all the way down, put hatch frames on it. It's just a simple little cliff tower. This is what it should look like when it's done. It's just 4 layers of just 2. And I went ahead and put another layer. I actually forgot that I did that. But anyways, just fill it up with turrets again like we did for the front turret wall. Do the one Tek turret and then the 2 heavies. Next, I went ahead and just put some random turrets under there just to make it a little bit harder to get in there if you saw from the beginning. But anyways, put your foundations exactly how I have it. I already have 2 foundations already based there to put the layout right. But as you can see, it's pretty simple. Just do it like you're building a giant platform, but then turn it into a wall, fill in all the gaps, put hatch frames, and there you go. Just 2 very simple turret walls. I don't even really have to show the tutorials for these because a lot of you guys know how to do this. It's just a lot of common sense basically. After you're done, it should look something like this. Pretty basic. Just the hatch frames like we did earlier, and I went ahead and fixed them up a little bit. But here is the turret layout. You put a Tek Genny on each little like corner thingy here, and then you put, I think it was 2 heavies in between. But I didn't do it for all of them because of turret limit, but if you have unlimited turret limit, put as many turrets as you want. Okay, so for this next turret wall, I already have the layout planned out, but it's just 2 hanging towers facing different ways, kind of. But anyways, just do this pretty, I mean, if you go look at the beginning again, it's pretty easy to figure this one out. It's not that hard, and again, why am I not showing you guys the full tutorial is because of mainly time, because we've noticed that the videos have been getting an hour and a half, an hour long, so we need to try to cut these down a little bit because they're just way too long. So we're kind of speeding stuff up a little bit more. But anyways, just put pillars on these and then go under the cliff plats and just bring them all the way down as far as you really want. I recommend keep them above the ground so people can't easily rocket run them. Next, go ahead and place your ceilings like this, and then get your hatch frames and place them like this. Do the same thing on this one. Yes, they're going to be overlapping. That's kind of my fault. I messed up the placements. You can do whatever placements you want to make it look better. And then basically do this. I think for the right one I put it up 2 more times, and then the left one I just did 1 more time. Next, place your turrets in this pattern that I kind of did. It's a basic pattern. You can do whatever other pattern you want. I just put it like this just because this is my favorite pattern and it's the most efficient one that I found out. But anyways, for your Tek Genny, you're going to want to put that on top of your cliff plat because that's the most reasonable area that I found again to put it, where a lot of people are not going to know where it is. Yes, you guys are going to call me stupid for that because it's not on the ground, but if you know this cave, you can't put it on the ground anywhere. This cave's very awkward. Next, just to piss people off, I'm putting a ton of spikes under here, which basically means they can't jump off the cliff and jump over there and just avoid this just in general. So I went ahead and put probably 250 spikes down. Don't ask, but you fill up that whole cliff plat and it worked pretty well. And then after you're done with that, go ahead and get a behemoth gate and put it right there. Okay, so for the next turret wall, this one's a little bit weird, but it is a 5, so it's 5 foundations, and then you just cover this in pillars like crazy again. But then you put a triangle foundation, basically curve it around. So this is a different kind of turret wall that I've been messing around with. It's not the best, but I mean, it's still a turret wall, and it's the best turret wall that I could fit for this little area because there's 2 different entrances. But anyways, go ahead and get your pillars and just build all the way up. I recommend filling it in with vaults like I do in this, because if you don't, people will destroy this thing in seconds. So go ahead and cover it in vaults, put hatch frames all over it. You'll see here in a minute, but it's pretty easy to work with because this I mean, okay, I wouldn't call it easy because the placements are a little weird on it, but as you can see, you just got to even all the areas out, make it look nice, and it will work great. Here's one area that I couldn't get. You have to build ceilings and then put the pillars into it. It's a little tricky, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. Now it should look something like this. See, it's pretty basic. You fill it with turrets again, but now here's the part you want to do. Go ahead and fill all of this stuff in. If you don't fill it in, whew, man, who knows what one rocket would do in this cave. But just say bye-bye to the tower if it's not filled in. So you better fill it in like I do. As you can see, it's a little tricky, but because they don't always snap right, because you know it's ARK. ARK's really weird. It's always been a weird game. But once you get it right, just do this. I found that putting vaults above all of this layer, like all the layers up top, of just putting vaults there, it helps it out a lot. Because once they blow it up, the vaults will just drop and basically make another wall. So as you can see here, I went ahead and filled all this stuff in with vaults right here, as it makes, like, it just drops all of the vaults, and then I put a bunch of vaults in front of it. Yes, it looks weird, but that's how vaults are. You can't really lower vaults or do anything like that, so it looks like this. Okay, now we're gonna build the world's biggest turret wall. Okay, just kidding. It's not the world's biggest, but it could be if you build it right. But anyways, what I did here is make a little L shape because it's the best that fits here. And yes, yeah, shut up about your rocket running. Oh, I can race through this. Cool, anybody can. But yeah, so anyways, I put large walls on this as it works the best. But down here, you can't really place large walls, which sucks. But anyways, I just went ahead and filled all this stuff in, and then we're gonna layer this here. I'll show you. It's pretty crazy. And then now here, right here, so I built a platform. This is another one in front of that one that we were just working on. This is for the vaults. So go ahead and place as many vaults as you want in here. You can layer it as much as you want, but I did a pretty basic one. Just make sure nobody can get through. And then I dropped it down to the ground and then duplicated it again. And then I went ahead and filled it up to just make it look like another layer until they have to break in and see that there's vaults. Okay, so after, as you can see, I built it 3 walls higher than the original thing. So it is a total of 7 walls high right here after the layering with the vaults. There's a vault poking out right there. But anyways, I don't know what I was doing here. But oh wait, no, okay, I did 8 walls high, sorry. I don't really edit this stuff out. I like being honest with my stuff. Plus it makes you guys apparently you guys like this stuff better, but whatever. But anyways, should look something like this. Kind of looks like my top 5 turret wall ones. You guys should go check that out. And now after you're done, I went ahead and put the Tek Genny back over here in this corner as it covers the whole wall, as you can see. So I found that works the best because I don't know where else to put a Tek Genny right here. So yeah. Next, go ahead and layer the wall one more back behind the original layer, and then go ahead and place your hatch frames like this. So yes, you're gonna go one back on here, and then it'll be a little bit different for the other layers. So don't copy this for the whole thing. I mean, unless you want to, it's up to you. As you can see, it looks a little bit weird, but we layered the ones in the back that are above the 2 ones. We layered it 1 foundation back more than the original, and then now we're gonna get our turrets. This is a pretty easy one again. Just kind of put it however you want. I did it like this that we did last time, and then I realized the Tek Genny didn't reach, and then I fixed it, so you may have to put it a little bit closer, but other than that, just make sure it reaches the whole wall. Next, go ahead and place pillars on top of this, just basically making it so people can't use, I mean, I think you get a Bloodstalker through here, but I think Bloodstalkers die pretty quick. This stops crab throwing and just random stuff. I don't know, you guys seem to like it, so I built it. But anyways, go ahead and build this. This is optional. For example, if you're on official, you don't need this. But if you're on unofficial where people can fly stuff through, yeah, you're gonna need that. But after you're done, it should look something like this. Pretty basic. Then don't forget your doorway unless you don't really want one. It's up to you. But go ahead and just place a double door somewhere in there. I put mine in the corner as that works the best. Next, we're going to work our way onto the entire interior of this. And yes, I know what you're thinking, this looks a little crazy. It is crazy, but it'll look a lot better after you see it whenever it's finished. So anyways, go ahead and place your foundations up there in that little area where the artifact is. Make it look pretty nice. As you can see, I matched the stairs with the ancient stairs that they already have here. And then I went ahead and filled this whole area in. The cliff platforms are for spam, so you are able to fill in this area a lot easier, and oh man, that makes it so much easier. So the terrain here is very, very weird. So go ahead and just fill in as much of this area as you can. It's not going to be perfect and exactly like mine, but just try. Because as you can see, you can build right over these and go even farther out if you wanted to. But yeah, just try to build it as much as you can. This is going to be very, very expensive, so just know that. Okay, so next what I did after you get the platform built is I put 2 of these little areas right here. Yes, they're a little uneven. I know, it sucks, but they're on the ground. I know you guys love when stuff's on the ground for some reason. But anyways, I put a Tek teleporter, and then there's a cliff plat up there, and then I went ahead and put my Tek Genny right here. This is the best spot I could find, and then put another thing over there to make it look even though there's nothing in it and it's useless. I like it being even. But here's the platform after it's done. Yes, it's very, very expensive, but this is for holding all of your main dinos. Okay, so since you guys loved this last video, go ahead and comment OCYT again. Okay, OCYT, for you guys who didn't hear that. I don't know why, a lot of you guys commented that like crazy. There was a ton of you guys commenting it, but I'll heart your comments if you guys comment that, so feel free to comment it. But anyways, so over here is where the double doors are, and we're going to be placing a ton of double doors as, for example, if some idiot tribe member accidentally J whistles, or I forgot what it was on PS4, whenever I used to play. but it's just like whistle all, you know. Yeah, it happens, it does, but you're gonna need these for that. So this just stops dinos from walking off the edge and all dying. And then I went ahead and put some behemoth gates so you guys can get your stuff out of here. Go do a little bit of meat runs, because you know there's a lot of dinos that actually do spawn in these caves. But yeah, and then fill in that gap. I wanted to fill that in but couldn't get it, so I kind of gave up. But anyways, cover this whole outline with these double doors. Pretty expensive, but it's not as bad as the platform was. And then next right here, I put 2 more behemoth gates. I don't know why. Just wanted to separate these little areas in case you guys wanted to, you know, use one as like a breeding area or something. So I went ahead and did that. Okay, so we're gonna come out to the cliff platform now, and this is a pretty basic design. I'll go ahead and show you it. You do 2 fence foundations like this, and then you just keep doing this for all 12 different areas. And then once you have it, you go ahead and put a pillar here. I'll do it here in a second. So you go ahead and put a pillar on that, and then you put a foundation right here. You get rid of the pillar, and then you can place another foundation right next to it. Just do this all the way around, and then you can place pillars going up and down. That's basically the whole tutorial for you. It's very easy, very simple. If you want to find the full tutorial, look up the Outcasts cliff plat design and just go watch that one. Next, we're going to go ahead and place our Tek bridge right here. I almost said cliff plat. As you can see, it's not going to go all the way. I've tried this a ton of times. It just won't work. But I have found out Tek bridges allow you to place foundations on these, which you originally cannot place foundations, so that's pretty cool. So I took advantage of that and put turrets on those, of course, you know, like we usually do. So I went ahead and put it 3 foundations wide of a Tek bridge. Next, right over the main area where everything is, we're going to be building another one of those little cliff things, or without the Tek Genny and all that, because we don't really need it. So we're only going to be building half of it though. So again, if you want to go see the full tutorial, go watch the video or go watch what I just did. Next, we're going to go over here and fill up this whole area. This will be our area with the vaults. You're gonna mess up like I do all the time with placing stuff, and it just looks weird. But you can fit vaults in here, and then you're gonna put it. You can put it as high as you want above them. But I only put 2 layers of vaults, and then you do this on the opposite side too. Next, get your Tek replicator, and we're gonna be placing 4 over here by the artifacts. So I'll go ahead and place 1, then place 2, and then place all 4 of them right in this little area. Now go ahead and place your chem benches right here. I put about 5, yeah, we put 5 on each side, just because you don't need fabricators or smithies, and if you really do need them, I mean, look at that giant platform we just made. You can put them anywhere on there. Next, go ahead and build a little incubating station over here. It's like a 2x5, I believe. Yes, it's 2x5. Then you can put the door under or beside. I had to put it beside because I was going to place 2 industrial grinders right along here. And then right over here, I built a little area with refrigerators, preserving bins, all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, it turned out looking actually pretty well. Now I went ahead and put a Tek transmitter right in the middle, just for bringing stuff in and out. And then I put one outside by the Tek teleporter for the dinos. Next, go ahead and place your industrial grill and your cookers right over here under this area, right by the refrigerators. Next, I put industrial forges right over here, just as it looked pretty good, and it filled in this whole area, just allowing me to not be able to look at how ugly this whole thing looks. But I mean, it looks pretty cool after you put the indie forges down, after they cover up all these little gaps right here. But I just put a total of 6 industrial forges. And then finally, at the very end, I went ahead and built these little things with double doors, as I found out double doors actually work pretty well for these. But these basically block golems, trikes, stegos, every single tanker, except I think a turtle. But I don't think turtles can run very okay, yeah, you get it. But anyways, these stop a lot of golems and stuff from getting through, meaning they have to blow it up while being shot by turrets, so they're pretty annoying. So go ahead and put all these in front of every single turret wall. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a like. And also let us know what you think of this full base design. Give us some feedback on what you want in the future, or if you want us to keep up this good work and doing the exact same thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. They all see that it's a lie, 'cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times.